Hi everyone. Acid rain causes harmful effects on plants, aquatic life forms. It causes many problems. It damages the leaves of trees. It decreases soil fertility. It means it leaches minerals of soil into deep. It makes hard for trees to take up water. It makes change in pH of water bodies. This is bad for aquatic life. Water bodies no longer to support life. It damages the beauty of monuments. So in today's topic, I am going to talk about acid rain. This is Lode Ettaya. I am your biology trainer. I welcome to you all. I have to take couple of seconds to take into history of acid rain. Let's go in. There was a scientist who was studied about acid rain, Robert Hunger Smith. He given the term acid rain in 1897. Well, what is acid rain? What is this phenomenon? You want to know these things now? Let me explain. We all know that how does rain formation is taking place. Rain clouds are fully made up with pure water, but sometimes toxic gases such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides chemically react with the water and oxygen present in the atmosphere and fall back to the ground in the form of acid rain. Acid rain contains 65% of sulfuric acid, 30% of nitric acid and 5% of hydrochloric acid. Therefore, more acidic than normal rain. Well, there are some types in acid rain deposition. One is wet deposition. Second one is dry deposition. Here you can see wet acid deposition. It is in the form of precipitation, rainfall, snow, fog. Whereas dry acid deposition, it is direct deposition of particulates having sulfur and nitrogen oxides to the ground. Later they combine with water and form acids. We can say this process is dry acid deposition. I am going to tell you a surprising thing about dry acid deposition. It brings down half of the acidity of total present in the atmosphere to the ground. Oh, it is very dangerous. I think you may have a doubt. You thinking about how these gases reach the atmosphere? What are sources of acid rain? Do you want to learn that? Let me explain. Well, there are mainly two sources. One is natural and man-made activities. First of all, we'll discuss about natural sources. For example, volcanic eruptions. It releases gases that cause acid rain. Another example, rotting of vegetation. It releases gases that cause acid rain. But the main cause of acid rain is human activity like smoke from burning of fossil fuels and industries. That smoke contains sulfur and nitrogen oxides that eventually mixes with rainwater and form sulfuric acid and nitric acid, making the rain more acidic than normal and then fall back to the ground. Winds can spread these acidic solutions over hundreds of miles. 1 second. I have been saying about acid rain so far. Do you think about acidity of acid rain? How much acidity is present in acid rain? How does it different from normal rain? Do you want to learn that? Well, generally normal rain is a little acidic with a pH of 6. How is the normal rain get this acidity? Let me explain. Basically, rain dissolves carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere and form carbonic acid while falling down to the ground. Carbonic acid is a weak acid. The soil has the capacity to handle this acidity with the help of alkaline minerals such as calcium, magnesium and potassium present in the soil. Here you notice that pH of acid rain is around 4.2. It is more acidic than normal rain. Soil cannot neutralize this acidity. Here is the problem. Who helps? It damages leaves. It washes down essential nutrients deep into soil. It makes difficulty for trees to take up water. Okay, let us try to understand it with an example. It can damage foliage of forest trees. It makes the leaves of plants turning yellow by damaging of chlorophyll. We call it chlorosis. Here you remember that chlorosis means yellowing of green parts of the plant bud. Due to this, photosynthesis doesn't take place. It leads to death of tissues. We call it necrosis. Here you note that necrosis means death of tissues. Not only that, it decreases soil fertility. It washes essential minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and calcium deep into the soil. Due to this, plants unable to get such elements. Those elements are away from the roots of the plants. Then plants do not grow well. Not only that, the other main problem. Did you know that it dissolves toxic elements present in soil? Thus it increases dissolved metals. Did you not get the point? Let me explain with an example. Generally, aluminium is insoluble in normal soil water. Therefore, it is fairly harmless to plant life and others. But when it combines with acidic water, it gets dissolved in soil. Soluble aluminium is toxic to living things. When it reaches into water bodies, it kills aquatic life forms. For example, it damages gills of fishes. Not only that, such toxic metals accumulated tissues of living things and then passed on to people through food chain. Oh, how dangerous acid rain is. Not only that, when lakes and other bodies of water become too acidic, then water bodies doesn't support to life. Aquatic life begin to suffer. For example, fish eggs will not hatch. Higher pH can kill adult fish. Not only that, it wipes the beauty of the things. Did you know acid rain damages the buildings? It damages historic monuments and statues. Generally, they are made of rocks such as limestone and marble. They contain large amounts of calcium carbonate. Acids in the rain react with the calcium compounds present in the stones to create gypsum. Here you note that calcium carbonate convert into calcium sulfate, which then flakes off. You could find black spots on marble stones. You can say it stone cancer or rock leprosy. A good example for this yellowing Taj Mahal at Agra. How do we stop acid rains? I am going to talk about some preventing measures to stop acid rains. We have to take some steps to reduce burning of fossil fuels. That will decrease the number of pollutants which are responsible for acid rain. We can reduce acid rains by using air pollution control devices such as scrubbers and electrostatic precipitators, which can reduce the emissions of some harmful pollutants. Hope you enjoyed today's topic. If you like my videos, before you go, hit the like button, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you won't miss out my latest videos. This is Lode Ettaya. This is your biology trainer.